Good evening. You guys know what time it is. It's Quora question time. Now, today we'll probably have enough time for a 20-minute video, which came pretty early. Alright, let's get started here. Do cats think we are cats, or do they know they are different the same way dogs know we are different? Have you ever had to fire an otherwise good employee? How do you know if someone has high IQ and is smart in solving a problem? What happens if you meow at a cat? Uh, uh, what was the bravest thing you ever did in a job interview? What type of business would you start now if you were broke? If the police are at your door because a neighbor called, do you have to open the door? How does one stop earning a living and start creating wealth? Let's see what this person says. This wouldn't hurt to like investigate. Let's see this person. Okay. The answer is to this eluded me for many years. This a person is an optimist, not a quitter, virus and coffin dodger. Your basic problem is when you are selling your time for money. There will always be a limit to the amount of money you will get. This applies to a truck driver, a dentist, and a lawyer, so your education level and status are not relevant. The trick is to break out of never-ending cycle, and really it is very easy if you learn how to make passive income. That is true. Set up multiple passive income streams, and if you get enough of them, you will soon realize that you can get financial freedom and time to keep rinsing and repeating. I have lots of broke buddies who, even at the ages of 60 plus, had never understood this, and one comment I always remember from a few years back was this after I had shown one of them how much money I earned each month from one affiliate website. I earned roughly around 10 to $50 per month for zero ongoing effort after setting it all up. Hey Steve, you really are a dumb F. I would not get out of bed of something that is not going to earn me 1 million in the next 5 years. $50 a month is a small change to me and not worth going around with. Well, this is what the guy said, getting multiple income stream. That's 51 here and then all the other ones. Now, as it happens, this guy's permanently broke and drives a clunker and delivers pizza at night in addition to working as an exam supervisor in the daytime. What he also fails to understand is that if you get 20 or let's say 50 income streams bringing in that sort of money 24/7, once you have put in that one-time effort of setting them up, you can live really well. Over the years, I learned to do the same with real estate. Buy a room for cents on the dollar and roll up your sleeves and fix it up. Plaster, cement, and white paint plus my labor is cheap, and if you can rent out the end result and get a cash flow of even $100 per month, you are good to go. Most people dream of the multi-million dollar conundrum building that you need to own to get into real estate and think it is impossible, so never even start. Creating wealth is easy. If you get on and start with the first dollars of income and keep building, remember you cannot borrow your way to wealth. Neither are you going to save your way there either. Take the first step and keep going and adding up those little bits of income. Eventually, in a surprisingly short time, you will see how it works. Yep, it's all about getting different income streams. So that's why I encourage you viewers to, if you have some rhythm with you, if you have no songs, you go ahead and create a song. You always get royalties for those. You can market them as well. If you're passionate about like typing or something like that, writing, create a book. You never know when that book's how much that money that book's gonna get you. To me, I know this is might be a little something, but to me, if someone buys the book, at least one person buys the book, then it's good to go. The book's good. All right. Why does having an eviction on my record make me look like a criminal anytime I try to rent an apartment? Why does Chick-fil-A give free food to the police who can afford to pay for their lunch, but not to the needy who can't? Uh, the company I applied for a job asked me to take photos of my house and its surroundings and bring them to the interview. Should I? I am 65 and just started to learn code. Is it too late to become a professional developer at Google? It's never too late. What is your guilty pleasure at the gym? If asked during a coding interview how you would check for duplicates in a list of 1,000 items, what would you say and what language would you choose to implement it in? I've read that countries that have universal health care give high quality care and short wait times. How do they pull that off and why can't we in the US? What happens to intelligence as one gets older? Is free coding camp a scam? Why is Steam bad for the video game industry? What can I do if a computer science student but dislike programming? Because of COVID, all my exams are at home, but many teachers instruct us not to use our notes or the internet. How many students do you think follow these instructions? Would your answer be different if this was grade school, undergrad, or undergrad? Let's continue. Is 27 too old to start law school? Uh, who's the most ridiculous good-looking person you ever met? What are things a no-win, no-fee lawyer won't tell you? Is it true that university degree isn't as worth as it was used to be? How would you react if you hear you're fired? What should one accomplish before 25 years of age? Let's see. Let's see what this person opinion is. Excuse me. Travel independently. 2. Immigrate or have a year abroad. 3. Get a degree. I still think it's worth it, but I'm not sure about a master's. 4. Get a sales job as a student or after university. It will help you in business. That is true. 5. Fall in love at least once. 6. Fail in something. 7. Try to do your own business or as at least a side gig. Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing with my minute coding website. It's a side thing. Right now, I'm still building it up, but I'm currently at a block. But we'll get there too eventually. Excuse me. 8. Give up some unhealthy habits. Yep. 9. Read and read and read, especially on personal finance and business. 30 best investing books for beginners and intermediate learners. 10. Invest. The 80/20 rule is true in finance. Invest from an early age, but don't speculate. Yep. You know what? I think I might, one of my cousins, I might teach him how to invest. He's still pretty young, so it wouldn't hurt to start early. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Let's do this. Okay. Why do students go for fluff degrees that do not earn half the borrowed amount per year when they do not come from a place where they can afford the luxury? I was terminated over a year ago for violating HIPAA naively. What I didn't realize was a violation. HR from that company left a voicemail recently for me to call them back. What could they want? Well, after a year. Uh, what happens after if you got in a fist fight with a mafia member you won? For 2020 graduates, what does it feel like to go from strongest economy ever to deep recession in just a matter of weeks? All right, let's go to this next one. Graphic designer, what is your annual salary? Uh, is software development really a dead end job after 35 to 40 years old? Alright. My cat disappeared for 16 days and came back today. She's suddenly more lovable and won't leave my side. I can tell there's something wrong with her, but I don't know if it's enough to go to the vet around this time. What's wrong with her? Let's see. That's interesting right there. That's interesting. Let's see. Years ago, my mother's black cat went missing for over a year and turned up as though nothing had happened. My mother let him in. He had a snack and went out the window. He used to scrape the window to come in or out. Anyhow, a couple of minutes later, he was scraping the window again to come in. My mother started cursing the darn cat. As it turned out, there was another black cat sat in the garden. So who knows how many black cats had been living at her address over the years. So, interesting. What is level E5 in Facebook, and what is the total compensation? What are the difference between working as a developer at a video game company versus a non-gaming software company? I am a copy and paste developer. How do I become a real software developer? How much would I make if I opened a 7-Eleven franchise and didn't work a single day and only did paperwork, assuming the store makes 1 million sales annually? Um, are Google interviews effective at selecting candidates? What does the coding for a game like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto look like? If I stay home alone for a while, not talking to anyone for a long time, will I lose my social skills? I don't think so. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'm 24. Am I too late to become a great software engineer? I don't have a computer science degree. See, a lot of, so I feel like a lot of these mindsets, you got to get out of it. You don't need a degree to succeed. Like, you just need the drive. You need to have, you need to be disciplined about, you need to sit down and just think, what do I need to do in order to get to A? For example, let's say my goal right now, all right, I want to have, let's say this, for example, I want to have a book by the end of this year. What will my goal be? Would it be like like 5 pages a day, between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m.? Maybe it would be like some daily goal of getting a page done or something like that. And then look at the deadline. I'll say, all right, this is the deadline for when I have to publish it. This is the deadline when I need to get the ISBN. Set like goals like that. And same way for software developer. What do I need to do in order to do that? What do you want to do? Like, do you want to like make something like a Quora app or something like that? Look for like skeletons or something like that. But yeah, it's all about drive, It's drive and discipline. Why does I is the same as 1 and I is less than or equal to 3? I increment printf hello. Print hello 4 times instead of 3 times. So it says it starts at 1, right? And then it goes 2 and then 3. Remember, so 1 itself, 2, and then 3. So like print 4 times instead of 3. Oh, print 4 times instead of 3 times? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, let's continue. What what was the best free with purchase item you ever received? Why do people live in places with no jobs and complain about being unemployed? How do you know when someone is a good programmer? I run an e-commerce site selling mobile phones. I run Google Ads, but I still don't get any orders. Can someone give me advice? Okay. Let's see what this person says. This person is selling mobile phones. Traffic is useless unless you are able to successfully convert visitors to buyers. So let's say 1 million visitors this month, no sales. You just wasted a lot of money placing ads and on bandwidth and hosting costs. I'll be happy to offer you some basic suggestions based on a brief glance at your site. Uh, the first thing that struck me was your lack of transparency. If I'm going to hand over dollar X to someone who I don't know, I like some confidence I won't be swindled. I can find no address, no phone number, no contact information, no description about the company. It is as if you're wearing a mask and there exists a possibility you'll take my money and run. And while this is only a possibility, I won't give you the benefit of the doubt. Neither will anyone else. Why would they? Be open about who you are, where you are, and how you do business. Give me some confidence I can trust you. Running an e-com store is much more about a product listing. It's much more about a product listing, a price, and an add to cart button. Anybody could do that. Take a look at your competition and see what they're doing. Give people enough information to make an informed buying decision. More importantly, give them reasons to buy from you. I don't see any of that happening. Unless you are selling unique products, which you're not, you are faced with fierce competition. There are many people who are selling the exact same thing you are, as a manufacturer wants to distribute their product to as many retailers as humanly possible. Picture yourself as a potential customer on your website. The question is, why should I buy from you and not one of the many others who are selling the same thing? The answer could be service, a lower price, a liberal return policy, free shipping, a shipping upgrade, a complimentary or discounted item along with the purchase, and so forth. In other words, you must have a unique selling uh, proposition, USP, one that makes you more attractive than the others who are trying to do the exact same thing as you. Hope these tips help. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, the way I heard it in my what was that class called? It was called, I think it was economic politics. I forgot what it was called, but it's called the comparative advantage. Why should what advantage do you have over your competitor? It's the same as unique selling proposition. All right. After telling my manager that I couldn't work a shift he asked me to pick up, he proceeds to question me why I couldn't and what I was doing. My coworker overheard and told me that it was illegal for him to ask me that. Is that true? Has any programmer ever been paid per line of code? What does hang tight mean from a hiring manager? Recently, I had phone interviews with HR rep, followed by the hiring manager. Everything went well. I was told to hang tight for the HR's rep reply as the last step in an interview with the owner. When I was 18 years old, my sister was half my age. Now I am 32 years old. How old? How old is my sister now? Yep, I've seen that question so many times. Excuse me.
Hmm.
Apologies. All right. At what age does it become impossible to start becoming a good programmer? What's the shortest amount of time you stayed at a job and why did you quit? Okay, this one